Every time I see you, you make my heart say, oh yeah. Every time I see you, you make my heart say, oh yeah. Every time I see you, you make my heart say, oh yeah. Every time I see you, you make my heart say, oh yeah. Every time I see you, you make my heart say.
So Frankie and I are doing Hypnobirthing with Anna Piera. I'm just about to finish. I'm doing the last one this evening and Frankie's just about to start.
So we thought this would be a good opportunity to kind of talk it out and see what Stephanie's learned in the last 4 weeks and what I am anticipating to learn.
Yeah. And also I think a lot of people have a connotation around Hypnobirthing that it's like very like free-spirited and we're going to go without any drugs, which is kind of the aim of Hypnobirthing, but I think it's important to note that they're happy for you to have an epidural,
Take anything you need, but it's more about going
learning
into
the
it.
breathing techniques, learning how to relax, and I think that's not just about labour, but it's throughout your pregnancy as well.
See you, you make my heart say, I'm jealous.
So this is my first hypnobirthing. I'm nervous and excited because I do know that it's going to be amazing. So tell me about the course, like what's going to happen with the course?
The course, we are about 6-7 couples every month.
Yeah.
In this class, we're going to be 7 couples.
Amazing.
So it's very nice to interact with each other, as you are all expecting a baby, and the dads are in the same position.
I'm so surprised the dads.
The dads.
It's amazing.
Normally, I have to be honest, in class 1, dads are a bit skeptical about hypnobirthing.
Awkward.
They come because the mothers force them to come, so it's true. But then every class, in class 2, 3 and 4, you can see them changing. You can see a more transformation in the dads than in the moms. So it's very nice to see that. So the difference now is to practice every day and really focus on hypnobirthing from now until the birth of your baby.
Okay. So yeah, first time.
It's about providing tools and techniques for mom and dad to be as calm, relaxed and in control as they can be during the birth experience. More real now.
It's been real for a long time. It's been a weird scenario for us. I've been away from home, so every weekend I come back, I saw her body change. So it's very real for me on a weekly basis, whereas I suppose if you're around her every day, you won't necessarily see the change in her body. But it's very evident. Some weeks I'd come home and go, wow, you're a lot bigger this week. So, yeah. So to date, 2 lessons in, I feel it has massively reassured me, speaking selfishly at first, before Frankie sits down again. The reason I say that is because if I was to have gone into the pregnancy without, not that it's like a pre-rehearsed sort of script or the right things to say or the right things to do, I would have gone in and been completely unaware of what to do in any scenario. Whereas now, even though the hypnobirthing program teaches you that there's no certainties in pregnancy, it could change, but I certainly feel I'd be ready to react to those situations, and also I feel like I'd be able to react positively towards Frankie and ensure she's always, making sure she's not hearing too much or too little, making sure that she's feeling comfortable, even things like the light and the sounds you hear in the session. So I do feel a lot more prepared, selfishly.
I'm really excited to meet him and get him out and have a really wonderful birth experience, which I was not feeling that way before. So 2 weeks to go.
2.5.
2.5. 2 more sessions to go.
Yeah, 2 more sessions. Yeah.
I'm telling everybody the song is about you. Every time I see you, you make my heart say,
Yeah, I think it was around about 7 o'clock you started to feel like warm streaks up your back, which was the very early surges, not contractions. And sort of.
But we were okay.
Yeah, you were completely fine.
I
at
was
this
actually
point.
quite chilled and
But
just.
you're completely fine. Whilst we were at home, during the sort of latter stages of those more intense surges, you actually set yourself up on this sofa, and we turned this. It was night time, so it was all dark. We turned all the lights off, and I went around and lit up all the candles. And you had your birthing tracks in full swing, and you actually started your
I started the breathing.
Like your
and I started to fall asleep a bit, didn't I? Like
Yeah.
in and out of just like very calm, very relaxed in my own house, in my own environment. I would suggest that to anyone that does hypnobirthing. Stay at home as long as you can. I felt so happy at home, so comfortable, so calm, just really breathing through it. Started labour, and hypnobirthing starts with pizza. So far so good. Is the beginning though. You can't see, hang on. Hi, we are on our way to the hospital. So I have been having surgeries for a few hours and they're starting to get quite thick and fast. So we're just going to go to the hospital now. But I'm feeling quite calm. I'm really excited. I just want to meet him now. So this is happening. We're all hooked up to monitors.
We actually made the decision to get Anna really last minute. We actually planned on not having a doula and going through it ourselves. And then, sort of as, you know, we're skipping forward a little bit now, but as things start becoming more intense in the hospital and during the labour, we took a call, didn't we? Just say, yeah, let's go for it. And I don't look back on that decision at all because, you know, even though the hypnobirthing, again, for the birthing partner really does, and I'll come on to this later, really does give you a sort of, not necessarily a script to follow, but you just know what needs to be done at certain times, which is so helpful. That having Anna there to doula, or anyone to doula, I suppose you could, if they're practiced, just takes a massive, not pressure off, but it just adds another layer of assistance.
We got to the hospital and we were 6 centimetres dilated, weren't we?
So yeah, that was another thing as well.
Just like happened in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, so because, and I know everyone's different, but because Frankie actually managed the first, up to 6 centimetres, so, I'll be honest, effortlessly, it was really quite amazing. I was expecting, because by the time we got to the hospital, you were starting to get a little bit uncomfortable with the surgeries.
I remember having a bit of a go at you.
Yeah, well, that's normal. And my biggest fear was when we was driving there, we were going to get in there and I was going to get told that you were at like 0.1 centimetres dilated, and it already became like pretty intense. But we got there and you were at 6 centimetres, and obviously no one told you that, I knew that, and I was like, you are doing so well. I genuinely couldn't believe it, and you know, I know it's very easy to say, but I do, because it's our own experience, but I do put a lot of that down to the due to the hypnobirthing. So he got stuck in your pelvis, didn't he? His head didn't turn the way it was supposed to.
And he was back to back, so it was pretty painful.
And he was back to back. That we could to try and do the natural birth, and at this point you were in, you know, just exhausted. You wouldn't eat.
This was the hardest bit because you've done the hard work, you've done the labour, and then he was stuck, so I just couldn't get him through.
Your body was still telling you to, I think, even push at this point, wasn't it? But he just wasn't coming, and it went on for a little bit longer than what I wanted, but for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, you were like in every 30 seconds to 1 minute full like push mode, to the point where I actually took a decision to say this is enough, because you were actually starting to like go in and out of like consciousness, because between the surges you were so exhausted you pass out for like a little 30-second nap, and then you come back around as the next surge came. And then when that came, you know, it was like really intense.
So we had an emergency C-section.
And then we took a decision to have an emergency C-section.
And I don't, you know, the C-section happened for a reason. He came out healthy and happy, and he's here now. He's healthy, he's happy, he's adorable, little baby MJ. Yeah. And we're just so grateful we took the initiative to do hypnobirthing.
100%.
It was such an incredible journey and experience, and I'm so proud of us.